Imagine the Waldorf Astoria in New York City, a glittering cathedral of wealth where Manhattan's elite, hedge fund titans, senators, Broadway stars, swirl under chandeliers that drip light like liquid gold. The air hums with clinking glasses and whispered deals. At the center stands Queen Lysara of Lysara, a small European nation rich in history and secrets. Her emerald eyes are steady as she unclasps the Star of Lysara, a 42-carat diamond necklace that burns with an otherworldly fire. She holds it up for a tech heiress from Soho, whose gasp echoes through the crowd. "It's like holding a star," the heiress breathes. The room leans in, mesmerized. Then darkness swallows everything. A blackout, sudden and total. A scream rips through the silence, sharp as a blade. The lights flicker back, and chaos explodes. The diamond's gone. Queen Lysara's hand clutches her throat, her composure splintering. NYPD detectives swarm, radios crackling, exits sealed. Amid the pandemonium, one man leans against a marble pillar, sipping champagne, untouched by the frenzy. He's mid-30s, lean, with a jaw that could cut glass and eyes that read the room like a code. This is Agent Gray, known only to the Queen and her fixer, Marcus, as the sharpest mind for unraveling the impossible. She catches his gaze, a silent plea flashing between them. He sets his glass down, a sly smirk curling his lips. "Ladies and gentlemen, this thief just staged a masterpiece. Good thing I'm here to tear it apart." A grizzled detective snaps. "Who the hell are you?" Gray flashes a badge, so flawless it silences doubt, his voice smooth as bourbon. "I solve what you can't." His eyes snag on a serpent-embossed cufflink on the carpet, glinting among spilled champagne. His mind sparks. A clue or a plant? Gray doesn't bother with forensics. He decodes people, places, moments. He glides through the gala, charming a waiter from the Bronx with a smile that could disarm a fortress. "Anything odd before the lights went out?" he asks, his tone light but surgical. The waiter, jittery, mentions a control panel flickering with strange codes. "Like it was hacked, man." Gray's brain hums, a remote breach, calculated to the millisecond. In the hotel's security hub, Marcus, a weathered ex-CIA man with a Brooklyn accent thick as asphalt, slams a laptop shut. "Cams are wiped cleaner than my uncle's bar tab." Gray chuckles. "Clean's just sloppy with ambition." His fingers dance over the keyboard, pulling up deleted logs in seconds. A signal from a rooftop burner phone, sent just before the blackout, lights up the screen. "Our thief's got tech, but not my tech," Gray says, eyes narrowing. A detective storms in, face red, demanding answers. Gray leans back, smirking. "I'm solving your crime, not your trust issues." Marcus snorts. Outside, rain slicks the alley, where a shadow watches, their silhouette fading as Gray glances out. He fouls it away, someone's on his tail, but he's not shaken. Not yet. Across town, in a dimly lit Chelsea loft, a woman named Elena paces, her boots clicking on hardwood. She's the mastermind behind the heist, sharp as a blade, her dark hair pulled tight, her mind sharper still. She watches a live feed of the gala case, a faint smile playing on her lips. "He's already moving," she murmurs to a shadowy figure, her voice low, accented with hints of a life spent crossing borders. The figure nods, adjusting a serpent-embossed ring. "Gray's a problem," they say. Elena's eyes glint. "Then we make him part of the game." Her plan's deeper than theft, a vendetta against Lysara's crown, rooted in a decades-old betrayal. But Gray's reputation precedes him, a ghost who unravels puzzles others can't see. She adjusts her strategy, sending a coded message to her Syndicate network. The diamond's not just a prize, it's bait. Back at the Waldorf, Gray follows the burner signal to a rooftop across the street. The city's pulse thrums below, taxis honking, Times Square glowing. He finds a discarded phone, its SIM card melted, but a faint scratch on the casing matches the serpent design. His mind races, cross-referencing symbols, motives, players. Marcus joins him, grumbling. You're chasing ghosts, Gray. Gray smirks. Ghosts leave echoes. He hacks into nearby traffic cams, spotting a hooded figure slipping into a cab. The trail leads to Boston's Back Bay, a glass and steel penthouse overlooking the Charles River. Gray boards a private jet, funded by the Queen's secret accounts, landing under a starless sky. Posing as a venture capitalist with a taste for high-risk deals, he slips into a private poker club owned by Alex Thorne, a 25-year-old tech prodigy with a grin too sharp for his age. The room reeks of cigars and old money. Gray slides into a seat, his charm a velvet trap. Heard you make things vanish, stocks, secrets, maybe more. Thorne laughs, but his eyes flicker, a tell Gray clocks instantly. As cards hit the table, Gray spots a serpent ring on Thorne's finger, matching the cufflink. Family heirloom? He asks, voice casual but cutting. Thorne's smile tightens. Over 2 hours of poker, Gray dismantles Thorne's facade with calculated bets and sharper banter. You play like you're hiding a royal flush, Gray says, sipping scotch. Thorne brushes it off, but his hands fidget with the ring. In a side room, Gray corners him, voice low. You sold the hack for the blackout. Not the heist, just the tech. Talk. Thorne's bravado cracks. He confesses to building the code for the Syndicate, driven by his sister's mounting hospital bills in Cambridge. Gray's eyes soften. I know fighting for family. Help me, and she's safe. He hands Thorne a burner phone with a contact for protection, then vanishes into Boston's fog. Meanwhile, Elena monitors Gray's moves from her Chelsea loft, her screens flashing with hacked feeds. He's good, she tells her second-in-command, a wiry man named Victor with the same serpent ring. But predictable? Victor asks. Elena shakes her head. Not yet. Send Crane to Chicago. Let's test him. Her vendetta burns deeper. Lysara's royal family, she believes, stole her family's legacy in a forgotten trade deal, leaving them penniless. The diamond's a symbol, and she's playing a long game. She adjusts a hidden earpiece, listening to her network's chatter, her mind as sharp as Gray's but fueled by rage. In Chicago's Loop, Gray, now an LA art collector with a flair for the rare, meets Victor Crane in a speakeasy behind a Wrigleyville bookstore. Jazz wails, smoke curls like secrets. Crane, all gold chains and slick back hair, boasts about unique acquisitions over whiskey. I'm after something stellar, Gray says, his eyes twinkling. Crane hints at a diamond but probes. You look like a New York guy. Gray laughs. Only for the bagels. He spots a serpent tattoo on Crane's wrist, linking to Thorne's ring. Slipping a micro-tracker onto Crane's coat, Gray steps out, overhearing Crane on a call. He's too close. Handle it. A chase erupts through Chicago's rain-soaked streets, Gray dodging traffic on Michigan Avenue, his mental map of the city guiding him like a beacon. He corners Crane in an alley by the river. Talk, Gray says, calm but unyielding. Crane spills. Elena's the boss. San Francisco. As Gray processes, Crane lunges with a knife. Gray disarms him with precise, almost balletic moves. Stick to art, not blades, he quips, tossing the knife into a dumpster. Sirens wail as Crane bolts, but Gray's already planning his next move. The media catches wind of the heist, and New York's tabloids explode. Queen's diamonds stolen in daring gala heist, screams the Post. TV anchors speculate wildly, Russian mob, inside job, even aliens. Gray watches a newsstand in Times Square, amused. Aliens would have left better clues, he mutters. A street vendor, overhearing, laughs. You sound like you know something, man. Gray winks. Just a guy who reads the papers. But the media frenzy complicates things, cops tighten security, and the Syndicate goes deeper underground. Gray calls Marcus from a payphone in Hell's Kitchen. The press is a circus, but it's pushing our thief to move fast. Marcus grunts. Or set a trap. Gray's mind churns, anticipating the next play. San Francisco's Mission District hums with tech energy. Gray, posing as a cybersecurity consultant with credentials that could fool Silicon Valley's best, infiltrates a startup tied to the Syndicate. He wins the team over with a grin. Why'd the server crash? Heard the CEO's pitch. Laughter opens doors. Alone with the servers, he cracks encrypted Lysara files, his mind a supercomputer. A taunting message pops up. Close, but not enough. Gray chuckles. Challenge accepted. Digging deeper, he finds dossiers on Queen Lysara's family, detailing a 50-year-old scandal, a trade deal that bankrupted a rival family. Revenge, not greed, drives this heist. In a quiet moment at a diner by the bay, Gray calls Marcus. This isn't about money, it's personal. Marcus presses. Like your past? Gray's voice catches. Lost a brother to a jewel heist gone wrong. Case I couldn't solve. Keeps me sharp. Marcus sighs. Don't let it burn you. Gray spots a hidden camera in the startup's office and winks, knowing it'll rattle the watcher. He corners an intern, barely 20, with a serpent tattoo. She's trembling. They've got my family, she whispers. Gray's voice is steady. My mind's faster than their threats. You're safe. She reveals Elena's Miami base, handing over a coded address. Elena, in her Chelsea loft, watches Gray's wink on her feed. He's taunting me, she says, almost impressed. Victor scoffs. He's one man. Elena's eyes narrow. One man who's unraveling us. She sends a decoy to Philadelphia, planting fake evidence to throw Gray off. Her plan's unraveling, but she's not done. The diamonds allure, but her real goal is exposing Lysara's secrets. She types a message to her network. Move the package to Miami. Let's end this. Gray follows the intern's lead but senses a trap. He detours to Philadelphia, tracking a Syndicate safe house in Fishtown. Posing as a private investigator, he infiltrates a rundown warehouse, finding blueprints of the Waldorf's electrical grid and a photo of Queen Lysara's late husband, circled in red. The heist was planned for months, tied to a grudge against Lysara's crown. 2 Syndicate goons ambush him, but Gray outsmarts them, using the warehouse's old cranes to trap them in a web of cables. Next time, check the room, he quips, escaping with the blueprints. He calls Marcus from a Philly diner. This goes back decades. The Queen's family crossed someone, and they're paying now. Marcus curses. You're stirring a hornet's nest. Gray laughs. Good. Keeps it interesting. In New York, Queen Lysara summons Gray to a horse-drawn carriage in Central Park, the city's glow muted by trees. Her voice breaks. The diamond was my husband's last gift, for our daughter's coronation. It's all I have of him. Gray's mask slips. I lost a brother to thieves like these. A case I couldn't crack. I solved for you what I couldn't for him. Their shared pain lingers, but a shadow moves nearby. Gray slips out, weaving through joggers and statues, catching the tail, Elena's sister, Anna, coerced into spying. Help me, she begs. Gray stages her escape, orchestrating a fake car crash in Harlem with smoke and sirens, outsmarting her trackers. Anna reveals Elena's plan, a Miami deal to fence the diamond and leak Lysara's secrets. Gray's mind races, the puzzle deepening. From Anna's intel, Gray learns the Syndicate's using a courier network across the East Coast. He tracks a lead to Washington, D.C., infiltrating a gala at the Smithsonian, posing as a diplomat. The courier, a nervous art dealer named Clara, wears a serpent pendant. Gray charms her over champagne, his banter light but probing. You seem tense for someone surrounded by art. Clara laughs, but her hands shake. He slips a tracker into her purse, following her to a drop-off in Georgetown. There, he intercepts a coded message about the diamond's path to Miami. But Clara spots him, pulling a gun. Gray disarms her with a smile and a quick move, his voice gentle. You're in over your head. Walk away. She does, shaken, leaving Gray with the code. He decodes it in a DC coffee shop, revealing Elena's yacht as the final stop. Marcus calls, skeptical. You're chasing a ghost across half the country. Gray grins. Ghosts bleed clues. Miami's South Beach sparkles, neon dancing on the waves. Gray boards Elena's yacht, posing as a playboy investor with a taste for danger. Elena's stunning, her intellect a mirror to his. You're the ghost they fear, she says, her smile a challenge. Gray leans in. And you're the thief who robbed royalty. Bold. The diamond glints on her neck, a taunt. Their banter crackles, each testing the other. You think you're untouchable, she says, sipping champagne. I think I'm smarter, Gray replies, slipping a sedative into her drink. She slumps, but alarms scream, trap. Guards swarm, guns drawn. Gray hacks the yacht's systems, triggering fireworks and locking doors, his movements a blur. He dives into the ocean, diamond in hand, reaching Marcus's speedboat. But it's a fake, a flawless decoy. Gray laughs, almost admiring. She's good, he reboards, using a new alias to charm past guards. In Elena's cabin, he cracks her safe, finding the real Star of Lysara. But Elena's awake, smirking. Persistent, she says. Gray presses. Why this diamond? Her facade cracks. Lysara's crown ruined my family, a trade deal that left us nothing. This is justice. Gray's tone softens. Hate's a weak thief. It steals from you too? Their eyes lock, a charged moment, her hand brushing his. She hands over the diamond, a truce. As cops swarm the docks, Gray escapes, leaping to a speedboat, Miami's skyline fading. Back in New York, at dawn in the Met Museum, Gray meets Alara among the galleries. Tourists mill, oblivious. He hands her the diamond, its fire catching the light. She offers rewards, titles, gold. Gray waves it off. Puzzles are my prize. Marcus, outside, shakes his head. You're a myth, Gray. Gray blends into Manhattan's pulse, a text hitting his burner. Syndicate's shaken, but they know you now. He tosses the phone into the Hudson, smirking. Let them try. The skyline stretches, hiding countless secrets. Agent Gray, the man no one knows, walks on, ready for the next game.